Hara Hara, Haraji. Oh, my soul. What is?
Hi guys. So we're filming here today, and soon I'm gonna actually sit with Roisin and have an interview with her about the new program we're filming. But for now, I'll see you later. So this is the big question. For modern people like us with busy jobs and schedules, how do we integrate yoga, science, and modern life? How do we live our normal lives and yet achieve bliss? That is the question. And this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Mariya Roisin and welcome to Lifestyle Secrets. Alright, I think we're ready to start. Hi! Hi guys, Satnam, and welcome to this live stream which we just literally made up, as we are doing a whole day of intensive filming today, and it's all for you and it's gonna come out very soon. I thought it's a great idea to spend a bit more time and you guys to meet as well. Roisin, who sits next to me, she came specifically for this morning from Leeds. And I just really think that, it's important to meet and also understand a little bit about the journey of our teachers and, what led them to share their knowledge with everybody. So with me, I have Roisin. She has been practicing for more than 20 years now, Kundalini Yoga and other types of spiritual techniques. Roisin comes from Leeds, but I guess she was born here and she's traveled around the world, and she's one of these free spirits that really embodies the teachings and the practice in the modern life. So, I really want to spend a bit of time to delve a little bit deeper into your journey and how you came to Kundalini Yoga. Just to mention, as far as I understand as well, you have a book coming soon as well, so we're going to touch a little bit about that. And we are actually currently filming a really cool program, and that's going to come beginning of next year for the Kundalini Lounge members. So if you haven't signed up yet, now's your chance before program comes out, because you're going to miss out on really cool stuff. So I'm going to begin with Roisin. Would you like to actually introduce yourself a little and just give us a bit of your journey and what led you to sit right next to me here in this mat?
Yeah, of course I can. First of all, though, I would like to say thank you, Mariya. There are many teachers around the world, many people sharing Kundalini Yoga, and I would like to say that meeting you has been very refreshing.
Oh, thank you.
And a real blessing. You have a very warm heart, and you're doing great work in the world. So,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So, my name is Roisin. At the moment, I'm living in Leeds, in West Yorkshire, England. I grew up in London. I have Celtic roots, Irish. My family is Irish, English, American, and I guess like Mariya
everything
says,
you might want to have. Yes.
I have that kind of gypsy soul that likes to move around, that follows spirit. Really, whatever moves me, that's where I move to, and that's how I share. So. Where to start? I found yoga or spiritual practices in my teenage years. Although if I go right back, I've always had this connection to spirit. So I'd call myself clairsentient. I sense energies. And that has been with me since I was a child. It runs through my family. And I've been scared of that. Up until my older years. But in my teenage years, that's when I was like, okay, I'd like to explore a practice that can help me understand all this energy that I naturally feel. So I went through Ashtanga, Vinyasa, Hatha, Jivamukti, Bikram. And then, it wasn't...
Was Kundalini different for you? Like, what was the difference that you've experienced through it?
So, probably it's almost a decade ago now that I lost my parents. So when things like that happen to you, you realize it's like a jolt in your life and you're given a wake-up call. And the wake-up call for me was that life is really short. We only get, a certain amount of breaths, as Yogi Bhajan might say, or a certain amount of years. And for me, I was working as a music journalist. I realized that was like not my full potential. It wasn't what I really wanted to share with the world. I'd always done yoga and I'd always written, and I loved both. And so I thought, right, I'm going to change this. And I went freelance with the journalism, with the writing, and I chose to train in yoga, to become a yoga teacher. And that's when I went on a journey to try the many different types of yoga.
As we've all done, I guess.
There are so many. And I remember my first class in Twickenham, actually, in London. And it was like I didn't know what had happened. And I remember sitting there thinking, why is she dressed all in white? Why is this turban? What is this sheepskin? Like, this is different. Judgments aside, I was touched. Something touched me. Something was like, yeah, that's it. And I didn't know what it was, but I knew that was the way.
So you've connected with it. You went.
Yeah.
It's similar to my journey. I just went in as well, quite randomly, and then just clicked with it. And it's like, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's the right thing.
Yeah. I also have been exploring Tantra through ISTA, the International School of Temple Arts. And that is a mixed program which embodies Tantra and shamanism and the many different practices that the teachers bring to the table. So it's a wonderful, really flowing teaching.
So would you say incorporate this kind of expansiveness as well back into the practice of Kundalini?
Definitely. Like, Kundalini Yoga is my main.
That's your core.
It's my core, yeah. But to me, there's no different. Like, to me, it's a natural extension to want to stretch and open my body and move with music. So I've created my own style of yoga, which I call Tantric Flow Yoga. So it's a mix of Kundalini Yoga. It's a mix of the powerful, energetic movements that Yogi Bhajan gifted us with the delicious stretches of Vinyasa, and all set to like wonderful beats and music that helps you move.
Sounds really delicious to me already.
I love it. It's
So what we filmed, we've kind of been filming since early morning today, and we probably have another 10 hours to go. So we're gonna keep this as short as possible. But what we filmed today, we're filming, by the way, a really nice New Year's kind of resolution program about embodying your focus, which I had to repeat 10 times to myself, thinking, what does that mean? What does that mean, embodying your focus? So,
we're going to release it in the new year. However, this can be used at any time, because a focus, it's like something that you want to, it's a goal, your focus. Like, some people, that can be losing weight, it can be following your creative pursuits, it can be a new job, a relationship, whatever your focus might be, but embodying that. So we're really digging deep. And Mariya's been here.
We are digging deep, by the way. We've been digging for a while this morning. So
uplifting the energy. Like, I like to have fun. We've been like dancing and shaking it out, and going down also into the core, into those limiting self-beliefs that we all have, that have been there since like our childhood, digging them out so that we can embody what it is we want to call in without this limiting thoughts that we have in our bodies, and really changing those neural pathways in our brain, changing the way we feel about ourselves so that we can really embody that focus.
So basically connecting to ourselves in a sense.
Using the body, to clear out and call in what it is we want to have. So connecting with ourselves through the physical, through the spiritual, through the breath, in many different realms.
You had a few moments, I think, once we were filming, about staying within you and thinking through things, because I think we go through life and we don't really stop. And we've been doing quite a few podcasts on that as well, if some of you are already following. It's that moment of, hang on, where am I in my life? And what we do in this program is really cool, because not only you do the yoga, but you also have a moment for yourself with the guidance of Roisin, going through basically kind of data mining your brain and kind of saying, where am I today and what's happening in my life? It's a really interesting approach.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, Yogi Bhajan, he talked about this. This is why he brought Kundalini Yoga to the West at this time, to help us move through this age of information. We're saturated with distraction, and we're also masters of our own distraction, so to take even just a moment to come back to the breath and to feel what's going on with me, how do I feel? And then to give yourself the space to work with that and to move through that. To me, it's delicious.
Did you feel, you mentioned actually that you had a previous job and you felt at some point that this wasn't for you. And I think a lot of people have that. A lot of people have that crossroad of, I have my paycheck, I have the normal stuff, but at some point I reach a stage where that's not enough for me. And then you want to break loose and you want to open up. But to many, this is actually pretty scary stuff, because we're trained, our minds are trained to stay in the normal, the norm, the social norm. How did you find that switch? Like, how did you have the courage to just say, this is not for me, I'll move on because I've connected?
For me, like I said, it was a jolt, an awakening, if you like.
Right.
And I really believe that life happens for you. So some people might get ill, they might fall out with a beloved, they might lose their job. I believe that all these things happen for a reason. It's like in your blueprint of your life. And we can choose to kind of be a victim, or we can choose to step up at those times. And also, if you're not going to listen to yourself, who else will? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really like making a stand for yourself. And Kundalini Yoga really develops that self-sovereign being. It gives you that strength of spirit that knows that you're able. And the more you work with these practices, the more you develop that strength of spirit that believes in itself, that is infinite.
Yeah. It's very beautifully put. Conscious of time, I do recall you mentioning you're about to publish a book, if I'm not mistaken. What is the book about?
So, the book is called Embody Your Potential.
A lot of embodiment, guys.
This is your temple, of course. We are embodying spirit. Embody Your Potential takes in tantric numerology, Kundalini Yoga, and the 10 bodies. So tantric numerology works with your date of birth with 5 very simple calculations that bring you 5 numbers between 1 and 11. And these numbers relate to the 10 bodies plus the 11, which is the all-in-one. These 5 numbers are your tree of life. they're the strengths and the challenges that your body, that your soul, chose to incarnate with at a specific time. Which is just, I love it. I love this stuff. And when you know your strengths and your challenges in this lifetime, you can use specific Kundalini Yoga meditations and sets to work through them. So this book, Embody Your Potential, which will be released next year, 2018, this, gives you a step-by-step guide to work out your numbers and work through your strengths and challenges in this lifetime.
Wow, I can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yogis, we're gonna have to keep working here. Never mind, it's Saturday. But if you haven't done so, sign up for newsletter, get ready. Program is coming. We're gonna kickstart into January 2018, and we're gonna be embodying our focus, aka basically being you and learning about you. We have this beautiful practice and this amazing teacher here with us. So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more of that, and we'll see you soon. Sat Nam.
Sat Nam.